Alright, what we have here is a Canarm industrial ceiling fan, 56-inch diameter, model CP56, brown finish, Energy Star, $38 a year, average airflow about 7,567 cubic feet a minute, 120 volts, got the speed controller here for it, forward and reverse and all that. Kind of mount it somewhere between the lights. I think it's got a 16-inch down rod, and you have to use the down rod, so somewhere around here it should clear the light fixtures just enough. You know, somewhere in the middle, probably between the two, even though it'll be off center. And I can't exactly move the light fixture over anymore, but I can put it like somewhere in the middle. It'll still work for distributing air. And then once I knock down this stupid thing, whatever the hell this thing is, I can get this window open and get my exhaust fan in there. That way the ceiling fan can blow the hot air down and the fan can blow it out. And also create a nice breeze. I've wanted one of these industrial ones for a while, now I got a place to install it. So let me go ahead and take it out of the box and see what's involved in assembly. Alright, here's the fan here. You got your styrofoam detritus. This is the cowling. That's the actual motor. This is what it gets hooked on. You got the J-hook. Gets mounted onto this rubber bushing. So it has to get attached to structure. Now they technically want it to hang like this. But I don't have that ability because the way the wood is. So I'm going to put it in like this. I won't be able to put the cowling up, but oh well. I'll just hang like this with the bolts sticking through the hole. I already drilled it. You can see. Already got the hole drilled. So I'll go ahead, bolt this in, then we'll see that thing hung up. Alright, so I got it hooked up, but now it's too low. Well, right, like I had to just clear it, so it's way too low. It's 19 inches. So I got to hook up to that beam up there. It will clear the light now, and they raised that up. So, got to re-drill the hole and hang it up higher. Alright, it's bolted correctly now. Mounted up there, got a nut and a washer so it doesn't go in too far. Now the other end, got a washer, a lock washer, and then the nut itself. So it's in structure, it's holding. It turns both ways, that way and that way. You can pivot either way, so it can wobble like a commercial one, hopefully not as severe. So you get the cowling, which isn't going to be able to hook up now, but you know, cares. A lot of them you see them, those are down anyway. Got the safety line there, so if something happens with the bushing or whatever, that line's supposed to catch it. I have my doubts, but figure out how to hook that up. So let me get the speed controller in and figure out how I'm going to wire this thing, because I got 4 wires. Blue, red, black, green, white. It's 5 wires because it's reversible. So, we look at the directions on the speed controller and the manual, and I'll come back when I make some progress. Alright, progress. Got the wires in here. Just basically old extension cords. This is the power coming in, which will get plugged into here via an outlet. You know, put a plug on here and just plug it straight in. That sets power into the box. Got the 2 wires going out for the speeds. See, it runs along there, up here. It comes along here, so I didn't have the right wire. I just used 2. I snipped off the green for one of them. And here I got white on the blue and black on the red. Oh, here it says green to green, white to white, black to black for main power and stuff like that. And then these are the reverse gears and stuff. Red and the blue are for like forward and reverse. So it's mounted now. So you can see you got a bolt there, so it doesn't go in too far. I'll zoom in. So you got a bolt there with a washer on that end. Then a bolt with a lock nut and washer there. You got the cable again, I got it tied up there. But it's finally wired in over here. I'll tidy everything up once I verify this thing actually works. Now I'll test it both forward and reverse before I put the blades on. If everything works, then I'll go ahead and electrical tape it and all that stuff, make it look nice, at least somewhat decent and safe. These do have a break-in period. I was reading the manual. It says to like help quiet it down for quietest operation. once it's installed, let it run for 24 hours. Didn't say what speed. This said let it run for 24 hours for maximum quietness. So I'll probably run it on medium or something. You see these in stores, you allow them to like wobbling like this. It's like, come on, dude. At least do some maintenance of the damn things. So anyway, so the wires run along there. Into the box. Got this controller here. So it's got to wire everything up. And I'll put a plug in on that. I verified the wires have continuity, so everything is good. A couple screws in the back, just drill through here. When you knock out the little plugs in here, you do have to take a burring tool and deburr them. Then you can put these in here. And I just simply used a knife here with a curved hook blade. So we went in there and just reamed it out. You know, you can use a PVC deburring tool if you wanted, but that worked good. Then I was able to get the clamps in there. So, anyway, enough rambling. Let's finish wiring this thing up and see if she runs. Alright, first time I wired it up, it tripped the GFCI. It was wired wrong. It's not the way I thought it was, like, you know, white to white, black to black, all this stuff. So I looked more closely at the diagram for the switch. They're going off the basis that you got a red wire coming in for line. Instead of red, black, and green, you got white, red, and green. So I had to mark it red for there, connect it to that, and go by it slowly by slowly. So I went ahead and color coded the wires down here with masking tape. Just roll like R for this, blue for blue. So I could rewire it correctly, and that way I knew what I had at the panel. I already tested it, and both forward and backwards it runs. But I'll go ahead and show you it running real quick. Both speeds work. So, go ahead and plug it in. See, it's running. I'll go ahead and unplug it and switch it. Flick the switch the other direction. I'll come over here, stop it, plug it in for the other direction. Yeah, just plug it in a little bit better. See, now it's running in that direction. So next step is tidy up all the wiring so nothing snags. Put the screws back in the cover here. And I'll get a bigger wire nut for this one white wire. And I'll go ahead and put the cover back on. Let's go tape those wires, and then I can go ahead and bolt the blades on. It's always a pain to plug in because it's tamper resistant. I think that's code now. It's like if you got children, they can't stick a fork in here and electrocute themselves. They're like little trap doors. So anyway, let's tidy up everything. Alright, here it is fully assembled. 56-inch diameter. Smells like paint. The blades just bolt on. 2 screws, lock rushers to keep them from vibrating off. So let's get the ladder over here real quick, and I'll show you the top of it real quick. See? Well, you can't see because of the darkness. Two screws here, the lock rusher to keep them in place. There you go. So, next step is to power it on. See how it acts with the actual blades. So I put the camera on the tripod so Jordan Yu can get his jollies off the fiend. Alright. Go ahead and turn it on to see how bad it wobbles or doesn't wobble. That's at max speed. Sounds like a helicopter, don't it? How slow can it go? I think that's low. That's as low as the speed control will go. Let's put it back to high and then do a spin down. Alright, now off. Good bearings. Y'all might want to go use the bathroom and come back. Hopefully this video doesn't get flagged because my neighbor's got a radio on across the street. You know, Susan don't like music. So I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. We'll see if Susan's bionic hearing can hear it. Alright, let's go ahead and throw it in reverse. So it works. Works in both speeds, both directions. Put it all the way down to low. Now LightFish is not on, Jordan U, that one right here. So don't worry, don't freak out. I know you don't like lights in your videos. Alright, so I'll wrap this video up. Installing a Canarm 56-inch industrial ceiling fan in my garage. Some redneck ingenuity to make it work, and it works.